Oh, Jamar Chase with the dive. Because Garrett Wilson's wide open. Garrett Wilson, touchdown Barrett. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video in the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to the Arizona Cardinals 10-year rebuild. That's right, we return. I told you that it wasn't completely gone. We're back. I know we're still doing the Texans. We're still going to be doing the Texans, but we might as well finish up the Cardinals since we got pretty far already. We've done 7 years, 7 seasons of the Arizona Cardinals. We only have 8, 9, and 10 left to go, and this is season 8, year number 8. I can't wait to get into it. First off, I got to have a little bit of a refresher because I don't remember what we were doing. I do remember that we traded Kyler Murray for Desmond Ridder a couple of episodes ago. I think it was 2 episodes ago, and then last episode was his first full season here in Arizona. I don't think we did very much, but maybe with the second season in Arizona and maybe better overalls around the league or around the teammates, we could be good. I don't know. Let's find out. Hit that like button if you're excited. Subscribe to the channel. Join the Juice Club. And let's get Season 8 underway. So as we always do to start every season, we got to set our season goal. And I think the season goal is going to be make the playoffs. Mainly because I don't remember kind of where we were in terms of how good this team is and how close we are to winning the Super Bowl. I do think that the winning window could be open. I mean, we've got Bijan, who's a stud. We've got Brandon Ayuk, who it looks like they haven't updated his picture in this save. Maybe this save was before they updated the pictures, so they didn't give it to him. I don't know, weird. But Brandon Ayuk is still here. Christian Watson and Rondale Moore are all very good. We've got Eric Gilbert. We've got Woodbury. We've got Perkins. The offensive line looks pretty good. On the defense, we still got Isaiah Simmons, Quay Walker, Carruthers. We've got some studs at corner. We've got, obviously, Will Anderson Jr., Jalen Carter, and Yankee as our defensive line with Browning. We've got Christian Gonzalez. We've got amazing players on this team. I think that we are very good. The winning window is open. I'm saying it right now. The winning window is open, and I do not want this team to be the team that I do not win at least one Super Bowl with. We've already won one with the Texans, so they're done. At least that's a check off. And every team that I've done a 10-year rebuild with, we've won at least one Super Bowl in that 10-year span. And the Cardinals, we have not done that yet. I really do not want the Cardinals to be the one team that I fail on. So we've got 3 seasons left to do it. It's got to happen now. Let's find out. I will simulate to the midseason mark, see where we are, and hopefully it's on a good track to the Super Bowl. We sit at 6-1 to start the season. We're at the midseason mark. We're taking on the 0-6 Commanders, and I'm liking the way that this team is looking. I told you the winning window was open in this episode. I'm liking the way that we're playing. The offensive line's holding up. Desmond Ridder seems to be having a good year. Bijan Robinson has a good year, having a good year. On the defense, I would expect these 3 guys to be studly. I'm expecting these guys to be studly, and we're riding high. We are riding high, baby. 6-1 on the season. I don't know who our negotiations are. I hope they're nobody too big. Rondale Moore's kind of big. L'Jarius Sneed could be interesting. Definitely want to bring back Kershaw. Okay, so it's nobody like high overall wise, but there are some pretty big names that we should probably bring back. And I think we will probably be able to afford everybody. Yeah, I mean, there's some guys that want a decent chunk of money, decent chunk of change, especially Rondale Moore. He's going to take a lot out of us. But if we can get him down, then I think we should be able to re-sign everybody. L'Jarius Sneed's going to be tough because he doesn't want to be here. And he's 32. He might not even be worth bringing back. I don't know. We'll have to make that decision at the end of the season, later in the episode. I have not taken a look at the mock draft yet. I don't even know who's good. It looks like there's a quarterback at the top of the class. And other than that, I don't really see anybody that's that great. There could be this guy, Chad Johnston. He's a speed rusher. Looks kind of good. I don't know. This class doesn't seem to have like a number 1 guy. Even that quarterback doesn't look amazing. Now, he could have like superstar development or anything, but he doesn't look too great. But we've got to simulate. We got to finish this season, see how good Desmond Ridder in this offense can do. I mean, it's really the offense that is carrying this team, it seems like, at least with a 92 overall. So we'll see how we do. I will see you guys at the postseason, hopefully with us being maybe the 1 seed, not having to worry about the wild card. I don't know. We'll wait and see. We've made it to the end of the season, and we were the 1 seed. We went 15-2, so we only lost 1 more game. since we last checked in at the midseason mark, this team is for real. This team is the real deal. Let's take a look at some stats to see just how we got to this spot in the first place. And Desmond Ridder, oh my God, Desmond Ridder had a fantastic season. I'm so happy we moved on from Kyler and got Desmond. 5,000 yards, and we're working in the Falcons playbook, which is where he won his MVP the season before we traded for him. 5,000 yards, 45 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. What a phenomenal season from Desmond Ridder. And that might be MVP numbers right there. I hope so. Bijan, oh, Bijan, you kill me. I mean, these are amazing numbers. 1,700 yards and 23 touchdowns. He averaged 7.1 yards per carry. That is unreal. Oh my God, and he averaged 104.5 yards a game and no fumbles the entire season. This man was a wrecking ball. Unbelievable. Brandon Ayuk had 1,300 yards and 14 touchdowns. Rondale Moore had 1,000 yards and 9 touchdowns. Eric Gilbert had 991 and 5 touchdowns. Christian Watson had a good year, 870 and 6. The receiving numbers were there. I like it. I like the production. Defensively, Quay Walker's a stud, 106 tackles, 9 tackles for loss. Isaiah Simmons had 83 tackles, 2 sacks. Christian Gonzalez, 80 tackles, a half a sack and an interception. I mean, George Yankee with 15 sacks, 24 tackles for loss, and 79 total tackles. Absolutely insane. 22.5 sacks for Will Anderson Jr. is also very much insane. 13.5. These are the 3 guys that I predicted were going to have big seasons, and they all had big seasons. 13.5 for Jalen Carter as well. Interception leader was L'Jarius Sneed, so maybe we do need to bring him back. I don't know. Although we have very good cornerback depth on this team, so maybe it's a tough decision. I don't know. We'll have to figure out where we need to go with our money once we pay what's his face, Rondale Moore. I had to think of what his name was. Desmond Ridder actually finished 3rd in receiving yards or passing yards this season, and Bijan led the league in rushing, so that's awesome. That's always nice to have. But we take on the Minnesota Vikings in the divisional round. Please, oh please, this is the team to do it. If we were ever going to have a team to win the Super Bowl, this is it. We beat the Vikings 21-16. We take on the Buccaneers in the NFC title game. Come on, boys. We got to do it. We're never going to have a team. I fear that we're never going to have a team that's this good. We got to take advantage of it. We win 31-7. We are playing in our first ever Super Bowl. We are playing in our first ever Super Bowl. This is as far as we've ever gotten. We've never made it to a Super Bowl in this series. I think the furthest we got was the divisional round. I don't think we've even made it to an NFC title game. And we're taking on the Jets, who also had a very good season, which is kind of scary and concerning because they're going to be pretty good. Although they only went 10-7. They're kind of what was their seed? They were the 4 seed, so they weren't too bad. They won the division. They won the AFC East. But they were 10-7. They didn't have a great year. But that doesn't matter because anything can happen in the playoffs. Come on, baby Jesus. Deliver us a Lombardi. I really want one. 15-2 Arizona. 10-7 New York Jets in the Super Bowl. Let's go get this one ring. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's Super Bowl time. Jets have the ball first. They kick a field goal. We score a touchdown. That's promising. I like to see that. We score another touchdown. They score one to bring it 14-10. They score again to take the lead 17-14. They score again to make it 20-14. Come on, boys. We're letting it slip away. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay. We're letting it slip away. I don't know what happened here. We've had 2 turnovers. That's what's happened. And we are down 35-14 in the 3rd quarter of a Super Bowl. I throw an incomplete pass. That's not good. 2 interceptions from Desmond Ridder. I guess the bright lights are too much for him. Come on, man. We were doing so well. That's to the sidelines. Ayuk, good catch. 45-yard line, 3rd and 1. Having full momentum on the Jets is so difficult to play against. I don't really want to run the ball. I feel like we're past the point where we can afford to run the football, but with such a dynamic running back in Bijan Robinson, it's hard to not run the football. I mean, look at these tackles that he was dodging and stuff. He's such a good player that you kind of have to run the football when you have a guy like Bijan. And to end the 3rd quarter, Bijan's got a lot of space. He's going to get to the 30-yard line, take the shaky screen away from the Jets, and with 1 quarter left to go, we need a miracle. We need an absolute miracle to win this Super Bowl. It can happen. It's not likely, but you cannot doubt the Arizona Cardinals. Come back for that, Brandon. Brandon Ayuk came back for the football. The intelligence, the absolute intelligence of Brandon Ayuk. And Bijan trying to get into the end zone. I'm wasting too much time. I got to score. We got to score here. I'm messing around, wasting time. Throw that quickly. That's Brandon Ayuk touchdown. Perfect. Absolutely perfect score. We needed that. We absolutely needed that. Now, can the defense hold them? They can. Okay, perfect. Perfect, 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 perfect. We need to score again. We need to score again, and we need to score quickly. We've got Bijan running a route inside. I kind of like that, actually. I think Bijan might be able to... that's going to be a catch. It's going to be a drop. I shouldn't have went for that. That was a poor decision by me. If we go with a wheel switch, this could be interesting. Maybe a Brandon Ayuk sideline throw. No, I don't like it. I'm going to get sacked. I didn't like anything I had there. I'm crumbling at the end. I'm crumbling. I didn't like anything I had. I should have picked a different play. Come on, boys. We need something here. Christian Watson's open, but wow. Desmond Ridder, what kind of throw was that? I thought you were a lot more accurate than that. I mean, that was just an embarrassingly bad throw. 4th and 13. This is probably the game if we don't get it. And it's going to be Ayuk. He dropped it, ball game. We're going to lose the Super Bowl. They kicked a field goal. We scored, but it's over. We lose in the Super Bowl by 10 to the Jets. Is this really how it's going to happen? Are we going to fail the challenge? Are we going to fail the rebuild because I couldn't win a Super Bowl? Who knows how many times we're going to get back there. We only have 2 more seasons after this. So it's not like we can afford to waste time, especially when we get a 15-2 record and actually go to the Super Bowl. We cannot afford to not win it when we're in the Super Bowl. That is so annoying, the fact that we didn't come away with that. Season recap. Did we win any awards? No, he didn't win any MVPs, but we won Coach of the Year and we won Defensive Player of the Year with Will Anderson Jr. So that's cool. We got 2 awards, but I'd rather have 0 awards and a Super Bowl other than those, but it is what it is. We got to re-sign some people now. Oh, that just makes me depressed, man. Now I'm just upset. I wanted to win that Super Bowl so bad. That was our one chance. TJ Watt retired. That's crazy. I wanted to win that Super Bowl. It was our one chance to do it. We actually got there. We were the best team in the league, and then that crap happens. Are you kidding me? We'll sign Rondale Moore. He's coming back. We'll sign Alex Kershaw. He actually wants a little bit more money now because he played so well. We'll give him a 3-year deal. He's back for the rest of the rebuild. Emmanuel Forbes will bring back. He doesn't want to be here, so we're going to have to overpay, which kind of sucks because we don't really have money to burn. But if he accepts this, that'll be good. Okay, so he's back for the rest of the rebuild. Christian Watson's actually down to normal. Tavares Perkins, got to bring him back. He wants to come back, so we actually might be able to cheapen out a little bit here. He's going to test free agency, really? You want to come back. Unbelievable. We can't miss on Doug Carruthers because I don't want to use my franchise tag on him. So we have to bring him back. And he's coming back. Perfect. Is that everybody? Let's bring back Jamie Gillian for the next 3 years just because he's coming back. So that's our punter. So now we can use our franchise tag on Tavares Perkins. And we have $3.6 million left. We're going to have to trade L'Jarius Sneed. Maybe we can get something out of him. And we can trade Jalen Thompson as well. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get anything out of those guys. They don't really have crazy amounts of value because they're a little bit older now. But maybe if we pair them together, I'll try to get them separate, see what we can do. So his market is not great, Jalen Thompson. He's a 78 overall. I don't know why it wouldn't be better than this. I probably need to trade him for a safety, is what I'm thinking, just in case we can't sign another one. So the best safety, 67 free safety, no thank you. There is a 72 strong safety from the Jets. We could turn him into a strong safety, or we could turn him into a free safety. You know what? I'll trade him. I'll give him to the Jets, and we can get back a strong safety. And then maybe we could turn one of these guys into a free safety. That could be a possibility. But then we have really good cornerback depth, so I don't even think we need to trade for another corner. We can just see what his market is. Gilbert Carrington, Eric Robertson, a D tackle could be interesting. Zach Charbonnet. An 82 Jalen Duncan left tackle. We just re-signed our left tackle. Well, we just gave him the tag. Jeremiah Simmons and a 5th round pick. CJ Gardner-Johnson. Ed Oliver, but he's probably a little bit older. Well, Jerry's actually got some pretty decent value. I'm feeling this one. I know we just traded for a strong safety with literally the most recent pick, but getting Jeremiah Simmons could be good because we can turn one of those guys, whoever the better of the two would be, into a free safety. So is Simmons the better free safety, or is the other dude? He's got good zone coverage, decent play rec, good pursuit, good hit power, decent man coverage. Okay, so Jeremiah Simmons looks pretty good, but is he the best option to be the free safety? Joey Townsend has better man coverage, but not as good zone coverage. His awareness is better. I think we should turn Simmons into the free safety only because he's a higher overall. I think that's probably the right move. So if we turn him into a free safety, does he was an 83, I think. So does he stay in 83? He does stay in 83. So that's solid replacement. Isaiah Simmons is not good anymore. Quay Walker had a really good season, so I'm going to keep him at superstar. I hate this game so much. There's no business. He didn't have a bad season at all, so he deserves to stay up. Rondell Moore, Brandon Ayuk. Okay, everybody's looking good. Defensively, everybody's looking good as well. And we go into this offseason with no money and a dream. I don't even know what our draft pick is, to be fair. I'm just so down on this episode now because we lost that Super Bowl. What is our draft pick? Let me check. 15-2 when we don't win a Super Bowl. That's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. What's our draft pick? We have pick 31. Okay. I wasn't sure if I traded for another one or not. So let's see what the free agent market looks like. We're not going to be able to bring anybody in, but we might as well take a look at it. All right, there's some pretty good players in here. Some guys that want to come here, but I can't afford. There's a pretty good corner available, but he doesn't also want to be here. Okay. That sucks that we're not going to be able to bring anybody in, but we're just going to run it back with the same team that we had, and yeah, I'll see you guys at the draft. God, I'm upset about that Super Bowl, man. I don't know if I'm going to get over that or not. I'm just upset about it, but I will see you guys at the draft with hopefully some sort of plan on what to do with the picks that we have. Okay, I've made maybe a drastic decision, and this could be because I'm still so upset about losing the Super Bowl that I gotta figure out what to do. But I'm going to trade our backup D tackle, George Yankee, who is an X Factor 92 overall younger player, for the 2nd overall pick from the Chicago Bears. That's maybe the worst decision I've ever made in my life, but I'm going to do it because there is a receiver in this class that looks to be pretty good. He's not generational, but he looks pretty good. That's the scouts. I don't want to go there. Actually, I do want to see the mock draft real quick. What was the 5th one? Okay, so he's projected to go number 4, which is good because that means that we can draft him. But he looks to be pretty good. He's not generational, like I said, but he ran a 4.39. He's got really good skills. He could be the missing piece, and we can always find another D tackle. He's not even our starting D tackle, so we can always find another D tackle anywhere. And we still keep our 31st pick in the draft too, so maybe we use a D tackle or draft a D tackle with that. It's possible. But let's start the draft, pause it, and then skip to the next pick. So Devontae Sharp goes number 1 overall, the left outside linebacker from Michigan State. And we will take DeMarcus Childs with our first pick, the 2nd overall pick. He is a 92 speed, 90 jumping, 93 acceleration receiver. He's 6'4", 230 out of UCLA. That's why I wanted him. Hopefully he's like superstar development or something like that. I really hope so, but I think that he could be our missing piece to the puzzle. I really think he could, and that's why I was willing to trade my D tackle. Now, the only problem is I don't really have any other plan after drafting him. So is there a good D tackle on the board still? This guy is a run stopper. He's got elite strength, which is interesting. C block shed, A tackling, B pursuit, B power moves. You know what? I was gonna say we probably trade him, but he's not gonna be there at our 2nd round pick. So, and he's better than that guy too. So let's take him. Chris Thompson replaces George Yankee with the pick at the position, and then I think we're just gonna skip. Maybe I'll draft somebody with a 2nd round pick, but then we're probably just gonna let the CPU take the rest of it. There's a couple running backs, a couple D tackles, a corner who has A press. How tall is he? He's 6'2", decent speed. His man coverage is a D though. I don't like that. He could probably be a safety, but I don't like his stats, his skills or whatever. So we've got interesting stuff here. Mark Sheep doesn't look that good. I think I'm going to actually take that corner, Josh Carter, and maybe he could be a safety for us. He's hidden development. He's got good speed, good jumping, good agility. His hit power is an A, so he could end up being a safety. Maybe he ends up being a better safety than what we have. Who knows? But I'm just going to end the draft. The CPU can handle the 4th round, 5th round, 6 and 7. I'm just so upset and I'm so distraught about losing that Super Bowl. I really thought that this was the year that we were going to win it, and I could check it off the list that we actually did win a Super Bowl and completed the rebuild. But now it's going to go down to the wire. So it looks like DeMarcus Childs is a 76 overall. Chris Thompson's a 75. Carter's a 70. That's fine. Then they drafted a center 75 overall in the 4th round. That's pretty awesome. Does he have hidden development as well? I would assume so. He does. So 4 for 4 on hidden development picks in the first 4 rounds. Who was the best player in the class? It was an 81 overall quarterback, Kenny Higgins. And then it kind of drops off. Travis Butler actually is a better receiver than DeMarcus Childs, but he doesn't have hidden development. DeMarcus Childs does. So I'll take that as a W. I will take that as a big fat W. We have no cap space, and we are down on our luck headed into the next episode. Episode number 9, season number 9 is next up, and we've got to win it, man. I do not want to have to rely on the final season, the final season to win a Super Bowl. I really do not want to have to rely on that. The offense looks good. The defense looks good enough. I really do not want to rely on the final season, season 10, to win a Super Bowl. That would suck so bad. I don't think we're going to be 15-2 next episode, but we could have a winning record and we could win the division. That's all possible. We still have a very good team. We're just not probably as good as we were last year. And we didn't win the Super Bowl last year, so maybe we weren't as good last year as I thought we were. I don't know. I can't figure it out. All I know is we lost the Super Bowl. We had an okay off season, nothing special. We did trade for a 2nd overall pick that turns out to be a pretty good receiver. At least I hope so. I hope his development trade is pretty good. If it's star, I'm going to be a little bit disappointed, but but I'll still be happy because he's still a pretty good player. If it's Superstar, I'll be excited. I don't think it's X Factor, so it's probably either Star or Superstar. But that's going to do it for the episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.